darlings. How are you doing? I hope you are fine and everything is great with you. Let's continue talking about time management and how it is important to be proactive in your life. All, and I would say most of the credits go to Tony Robbins, and I really recommend you guys to watch his videos, read his books, and buy his courses. And I think it's really worth it. Yeah. So the idea of being happy, guys, how to become happy. You just need to start to be proactive and invest your time into the things that you think are important. So for you, this is very simple. Okay, there are four, I already talked about it, that there are four categories of actions, activities, and this is not a secret, I think, for anyone. This is important, and I also was talking about it in my previous videos. Important and urgent, important, not urgent, and not important, urgent, not important, urgent. Okay, so this is many people who was analyzing time management, they give this shame in this or that, this or that variant. It can be quadrant or something like this. So, and the idea is that if you spend your lifetime in the things which are if you spend your lifetime more in the things which are not important, or maybe important but urgent. Okay, so let me paraphrase it. If you spend your time in a quadrant which is important and not urgent, you feel happy. So at least 50% of your time you feel fulfilled, happy, you have a high self-esteem, and you really feel like you are making progress in your life. So, and this gives you this sense of direction and something like this. The idea is that if you spend less time, so 50%, I think this is the least. Of course, there are also some problems which might occur, and these are important and urgent, and you must spend some of your time there. But the best idea is learn from your mistakes and be kind of proactively doing something to escape this problem in the future. So kind of again you spend your time in proactive zone. If you are reactive, you are always in the stress, you are always like a squirrel running on the circle, and you feeling stress and unfulfilled, low self-esteem, and a low quality of life. You like feeling like you are not living your own life, and you try to fill in those gaps inside of you, emotional gaps, with quick emotional juice, and with things which are not important and not urgent, like immediate pleasures. Like what immediate pleasures can be? Immediate pleasure, this is sometimes you can do it, but if you do it on a regular basis and you spend more, especially more than 20 time of your life, you will feel unfulfilled. And the less uh, the less filled in you will feel. So, and what are these activities? These are emotional eating. When you eat not for your health, but you eat, because you really feel the lack of emotions in your life, and you try to compensate it through your eating habits. And it's good when you have a quick metabolism, and it doesn't go to the fat. But anyway, this sugar, too much sugary, too much, when you want too much taste, and you cannot enjoy just ordinary food, because in this case you feel unhappy, and the food, this is kind of for you maybe the only one, or one of the things which make you happy. So this is not good, of course, and you should, if you eat only for I'm not saying that your food should not be delicious, it's a different thing. I think you know what I mean. Like when you go to eat, like to feel satisfied, to feel like happy, and you immediately feel like, okay, everything's okay, and nothing is wrong, something like this. So I mean this case. And you need to okay, what are the other things? The other things are, I think, any addictions, like any type of holics, usually any type of, why people become addicted, because what is that addiction? Addiction gives you emotions that you quick emotions usually. For example, shopaholic. Yeah, I will not say now talk about worse holics. I just don't like to discuss topics like this, but we all know, yeah, what I'm talking about. So let's say shopaholic. Even this kind of addiction, or gamers, which are, cannot stop, and they are kind of emotionally, or phone addictions, or from social media, from phone. Sometimes we really do not understand that we are addicted. We think that addiction, this is something like so serious and obvious. Yes, of course, these, I'm not saying about all those stuff, which is obviously you can understand, yeah? But I mean that sometimes those addictions seems from the first sight not so like a very how can I say, not so serious. Like you think, okay, what's wrong with it? Like shopping all the time, but it's not wrong. I'm not saying that shopping is bad, but you should definitely see this difference, like between shopping when you really enjoy it, you are crazy about fashion, this is your passion, this is your lifestyle maybe, or you kind of this is a planned thing usually. Again, what you can how you can differentiate, this is a plant usually. Okay, so this is proactive shopping. Like you think, okay, I love shopping, yes, and I plan it and I go and do the shopping. Okay, this is normal. Even if you do it like every week, maybe it's not a addiction. But addiction, I mean, when we can consider this type of activity is a quick pleasure, and which is not good. This means that usually it's reactive, like something happened, something that you dislike, some problem, and what you do, you just go and try to do something like this, like you go and shop. This is usually reactive. In this state of mind, you do some reactive purchases, which you then regret about, or you just go and eat immediately after what this happened. You know what I mean? And also, it might be watching TV or watching too much, videos, films, just escaping from yourself, escaping from your real life, escaping from the pain. Usually we escape from fears, from pain, from problems, and from urgent things which we need to solve, but it's very hard to solve because it's very painful. So we try to find something that will be pleasant and quickly pleasant. TV, yes, and usually they are negative. They can be neutral, or but on long term, usually they give bad side effects or bad consequences if you do it constantly, you know. So, and yeah, think about it, guys, and I hope that this was useful for you. I love you with all my heart. Be yourself, be limitless. Live life on your high quality terms, and remember, you are the best and you deserve the best.